What's going on? It's your girl Shantae C, and I'm checking in with another brand new tea and things. I'm chilling with my homegirl.
Nia, what's up? It's another Wednesday. We're here back in the building. We're going to get into a lot of the celebrity tea.
Tea and some things.
Some things for sure. We're going to shout out our sponsor here, Lucky Coin. If you have a small business that you want to grow, hit us up and we will let you know.
Let you know what the dealio is.
All right. So,
Lord, what is this? What is?
This is actually good news.
Okay.
Well, good for them. So T.I. and Tiny, they won their lawsuit early this week, Monday, I believe it was, $75 million. Okay.
What was the lawsuit about?
I'm about to get into it.
Okay.
So the lawsuit, and when I was reading the story, I remembered everything about it, but what I didn't know is that they were suing. So good for them. So remember, Tiny had the girl group OMG Girls.
Yes.
And that was founded in like 2009. Her daughter was in it.
Right.
The group was making their way. They were like a little pop group, right?
Wasn't that her and Toya's daughter?
I think Toya's daughter was in it in the beginning, but then
Reginae.
Yeah, but then something happened and Reginae wasn't in.
Oh, okay.
So it went down to like 3 girls.
Okay.
But anyway, so there is a company, and let me make sure I tell y'all the name, MGA Entertainment. They released some baby dolls, kind of like a Barbie doll looking thing. OMG.
Oh, the LOL doll.
No, it was an OMG doll.
No, the name of the doll was a LOL doll. I remember Rachel had some of those dolls.
And they were off of a pop group. Everything was very similar.
I remember. Yes, now that you're saying this.
And so, and I thought they said, well, we're going to have to look that up. Because I thought because I remembered the dolls.
Right, they had the big heads with the big eyes and the little skinny bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel got them.
And they were like LOL dolls.
Yep.
Well, anyway, T.I. and Tiny felt like those dolls were created off of
the OMG girls.
Off of the OMG girls. And so Tiny was shocked. She said, well, thank you to the jury because we didn't expect to get this much.
Listen.
They got $75 million.
But listen, this is the thing. Those dolls were going crazy. The kids had, so it was like a whole craze during that time because Rachel was like obsessed with those dolls. You could interchange the bodies and interchange the heads, and like it had all this jewelry that you could add and subtract. Like they was making a lot of money.
All right. And we're going to have to look and see if that's the same doll, because these dolls were called OMG Fashion Dolls. Now, it could have had a nickname to the dolls.
OMG Fashion Dolls? Yeah, we're going to look it up.
Yeah, we're going to have to look it up. And it could have been the LOL dolls. I don't know, because I don't have a little girl.
I could tell you them OMG Fashion Dolls. Go ahead. I'm going to look it up while you're talking.
But anyway, yeah, so good for them for standing up for themselves.
Yes.
Good for them. I mean, because sometimes, and especially when, because we know they have a lot of money.
So this is what you're talking about. They're the LOL dolls, but they called them OMG.
That's it. Yeah. So that is the same doll. Same dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the brand was LOL, and then they made this.
And when I saw it, I remember the dolls.
Yeah, because Rachel had like 5 of them. That's how I know.
Yeah, and so I guess because they had the OMG part and the way the dolls dressed.
Yep.
They were black dolls, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So Tiny, so
I'm glad
for standing up for themselves.
I'm glad about it, like, because they made a lot. And when I say a lot of money, because they had a cartoon and everything.
Yeah, and it just goes to show people you can't just do what you want to do to people.
You can't just steal people's ideas and run with it.
And people do it all the time.
And
all the time.
And what's so stupid is they simply could have just license the girls, and the girls could have been getting paid in perpetuity. It makes no sense.
Right. Somebody's always trying to do a little whoop underhanded. Yeah. So
Well,
kudos
that's
to
great
them.
news. That's great news.
That's great news for them. And
Yeah.
it stops, maybe it can make some of these big, huge companies
Think.
But
hey, can I get a loan? Y'all
Right,
just won $75 million.
At the end of the day, we know Tiny and T.I. don't need the money, okay?
No, it ain't even about the money.
For them, it was about principle, and they just got a kudos in the mix of it.
Yeah, so can y'all like
drop a little something on
drop a little something on T and things.
Drop a little something. Drop us a little lucky coin.
A little lucky coin. I love it.
But okay, and speaking of T.I., I am very proud of him and Boosie.
Okay.
So T.I.'s son King, which we know is bad as hell.
Oh Lord.
And Boosie's son Tootie, I believe his name is. So they collabing doing music together.
Oh.
Well, and they've been doing their little music together, and the guys, T.I. and Boosie have been talking, saying they're doing, they're making movement with their music. They're doing good. Well, the dads got wind of a music video they were shooting.
Okay.
Where they was thinking they was gonna put guns everywhere.
Oh.
And the dads got together and went in and shut that down. Because that could ruin, their sons. I mean, even though it's just a music video and it's just
you don't know what's what.
Yeah,
you don't know what's what.
These kids have followers.
Right, you're opening yourselves up to a lawsuit.
Yeah, so the dads went and got together and went in and shut down that video.
So
I love it.
I do love that. And just to piggyback off of T.I., I'm going to give him a happy birthday shout out.
Oh,
because today is his birthday as well as my daughter Rachel's birthday. So happy birthday, T.I., and happy birthday, Rachel.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
And remember, Tip and Boosie had their little beef. So
I guess they squashed it for the kids.
Yeah, it's so good to see our men come together and teach their boys the right thing.
Squash it for the kids.
Because they both are from the streets, Tip and Boosie. And we know Boosie crazy as hell, but to come in and squash it for the kids and teach their boys the right thing.
Yeah, most definitely.
So I thought that was really good.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love it.
All right. And then moving forward, it's been a lot of talk going around. I didn't order the copy, but I haven't received it yet, y'all. Okay. But Kim Porter's book, or whatever we're calling it,
her memoir, her lost words,
has been released. Now, it's been a lot of talk about this thing, and people are saying, "Oh, they're making it so hard to find," and this and that. Somebody actually sent me a link straight on Amazon. If y'all want, hit me up. I'll send it straight to you if it's hard to find.
What?
But I was able to order it. Now I haven't received it. Okay.
Girl, you need to get the audio book.
I actually still like to read a paperback book though.
Girl,
it
calms
I like to lay in my bed at night and read.
Unlike me, I'm gonna audio book it down, y'all.
But apparently because I haven't gotten the book.
Right. So we're not saying that we know this for a fact.
Right, but some things have been said in this book, or what do we call
allegedly said.
And some things have been said about Diddy, of course.
Of course.
And Albie Shore.
Oh my goodness.
Albie Shore is coming out and he's like, lies, lies, and more lies.
He's saying, listen, he feel like, well, first of all, did you know that Albie Shore is suing everyone who worked for Kim Porter?
I love it.
Because he is saying that.
I love it.
He is saying that the publicist and the people that was close to Kim got her laptop and inserted these additional pages into her memoir speaking about.
Now, isn't one of the kids, fam? Oh, no. One of the kids is for somebody.
The kids.
One of Kim Porter's kids.
Right, it's his kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She has kids with Diddy, but...
That's Quincy.
Yeah, okay.
That's Quincy.
Yeah.
So He is saying allegedly that whatever these additional pages about him, that she did not write those pages. That is what he is saying. That's what he's
And
claiming
he's not stopping. He's gonna
in his
he's
lawsuit.
he's whipping with a lawsuit, right? I don't blame him.
And he's claiming that it ain't true. There was never nothing between him and Puff Daddy.
So he didn't have none of that, nothing to do with that baby oil, none of that thousands of bottles.
Oh my God. So yes, I can't wait to see your copy because I definitely want to see that. I want to understand what he's saying is not true.
I want to know too. Where the hell? Where's my book? So Amazon delivered the next day. Why I couldn't get it the next day?
Exactly. While you on the plane, you could have been reading.
That would have been a good read,
right? But so in saying all of that, we're gonna jump into our topic tonight, and that topic is what happens when people lie on you, and how do you clear your name, and what do you do to kind of recover and the healing process, and how does that affect people? You know what I'm saying?
right?
When a lie has been told on you.
It's frustrating.
I can tell you, just normally, and I will say this has not happened to me like a lot of times, but there's been a few times in my life, professionally and personally, where someone has tried to tarnish my name, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember a situation years ago where an individual in a friend group tried to tarnish my name by saying, that I felt like I was better than others, or, that I, said some negative things about people. And anybody who knows me, I don't need you to speak for me, boo-boo. If I feel like I'm better than you, I'm going to say that. You don't got to worry. Okay? That's what you don't got to worry about. So anybody who knows me, you that's not the lie you can tell on me, okay? But it took me years to like really be able to have a relationship with people in that friend group, like the type of relationship that we had in the beginning. It took me a long time to kind of like make them feel comfortable again. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like this lavish story that had been made up about me, and it makes me mad. It pisses me off. And then you got to do all this extra work to try to like clear it up.
Yeah, it's very frustrating. That is like one of my pet peeves. Say truth about me all day, but don't just blatantly make up a lie about me.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it is hard to recover from, number one.
Yeah.
And it's, and it's just ridiculous.
And it's really not fair, to be honest.
It's ridiculous.
For the person who has been lied on, it's not fair, because it's like, why am I'm defending something that never even happened. It's not true. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so in my younger days, I found where I would essentially just not mess with those people no more.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being able to say, okay, well, no, that's not true, and I'm not going to refute it. So if you don't believe me, I don't know what else to tell you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it becomes your word against the other person's word. And I just don't think it's right. You know what I mean? And I guess, with these big celebrities, and that's why I always take my hat off to people who sue folks for slander. Because that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like you're tarnishing my name.
Right.
So, and
you're just blatantly making up a lie and running with it.
And that's illegal. Like, you can literally sue somebody for that.
Cardi B did it and won.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, do you got to take it that far?
Yeah, and it's hard. Not that, we really care about what people say and all this stuff, but it is very, very hard, depending on what's the lie and where the lie is coming from and how it's spread around. But it's hard to recover from these lies. And that is like my number one pet peeve. Say truth about me all day long. Speak facts on me all day, whatever.
Yeah.
But when people make up a lie on me,
yeah.
that make me want to come for that ass.
Yeah. I mean,
Period.
And sometimes, I always wonder to myself, are people doing this because you're trying to divert the attention from some BS that you've done? So it's like, okay, I did this little thing, but I don't want nobody to know about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this other person under the bus. And how do you even spot somebody who's going to do that? Like, how do you know that this is, like, if you have a friend group, how do you know? I mean, I guess you have to just kind of trust the integrity of the people that you're around. And then once you realize that there's one bad apple, and does one bad apple spoil the whole pack? If you got that one bad apple now, do you think all the rest of your friends just lying and cheating and stealing behind your back? I mean, jeez. Probably. I mean, I have seen people get fired from jobs because of a lie that was going around about them.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that's terrible.
Yeah, but I guess the recourse is you can sue.
Yeah.
Suing for wrongful termination. Somebody made up a lie about me, and the lie snowballed because I decided not to react.
Yeah.
And I got terminated because of it. And it just is not true.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So I am very interested to see what your boy Al B. Sure is going to do and whether or not his allegations. I mean, how do you prove that, though? It's one person's word against the other. So like, even if the allegation is false, right?
Mm-hmm.
If your boy Diddy comes and says, no, it's true, then who do you believe?
I know.
Who do you believe?
And people lying on you is a hard thing to stomach and overcome.
And then if they lying directly to your face, like, no.
Yeah, because I'm a face card. Like, if somebody said, listen, speak truths about me all day long and I'm good. But if somebody said, just tell a lie on me, I'm like, bring them right here. Bring them right here to my face. Now, I haven't been in a situation where somebody brought the lie to my face because I could go from 0 to jail real quick.
Not 0 to jail.
0 to jail really quick.
Not 0 to jail.
Yeah.
Now, this is the one who is never,
but I
violent.
I do not like people to make up lies on me.
Like,
I got enough true shit you can talk about. Lay it on the table.
Right. And she is like the most like, hey, you're doing too much. Hey, don't go slash the tires. Hey, don't go bust the windows. She's gonna convince me.
Yeah.
But she gonna go from 0 to jail if you lie on her now.
Well, I just don't like it. It is a pet peeve of mine. It is a big one. Like, if you're just blatantly making up a lie on me and spreading it, like, what the?
But I just like, what makes a person even want to do that? Like, you just so.
And I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come to. And I'm talking about a lie because people can have their opinion about you, right? Like, oh, I don't like her. Oh, she thinks she's too much. Whatever. That's just an opinion about you, and that can go around.
Right.
But if you're saying
she did this,
that
and
whatever,
that never happened,
you don't even fucking know me like that.
Like, I really don't understand that. Like, why would you just make it up like that? I think that's where I get so confused, because I do hear sometimes that sometimes a lie starts from a portion of the truth, right? So there might have been something that happened, and it's like telephone, right? So I tell the story to one person, and then that person slightly changes the story, and then they tell another person, and that person slightly changes the story, and so then by the time it really gets out there, it's a whole different story. So I always wonder to myself, is it that they think that they know something and then they're spreading something, and then that story just keeps changing as it goes from person to person to person?
I don't know.
Or is somebody really just sitting around saying,
I
you
think
know
people
what?
just sit around and make up shit. I do.
I'm gonna say she did because I can't stand her.
Yeah, I mean, and it could be like
That is so childish.
I'll tell you something so simple, and I'm telling you, I got so mad, like so mad, and this is like so simple, but this is how people just make up stuff. I was talking to somebody one day, and they said, "Oh, we were just in a stupid conversation." I might have said, "Oh, the Cheerios was on sale at blah blah blah. You had to click the coupon," and it was like, "Oh, you eat cereal?" And I'm like, I mean, not like often, but yeah, I mean, occasionally.
Yeah.
I'm not like a breakfast cereal person every morning, but yeah, I don't not eat cereal.
Right.
And then they said, well, such and such said that you don't eat cereal. You never eat any type of cereal. It's too much sugar and this and that. I've never told a person in my whole entire life that I don't eat any cereal. I don't eat it every day. I mean,
my God.
But that fumed me, because why would you say that I said that I never, ever, ever in my whole entire life have eaten fucking cereal?
I mean,
I've never said anything like
first
that.
of all, every
but it's
I ain't even
lie that was made up.
I ain't even gonna go there, but
it's just
every kid at some point in their life has had cereal, whether it had milk or it was dry. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah, I've never told not one person in my entire life that I have never, ever, ever eaten any type of cereal. Do I eat cereal every day? No. Do I eat cereal even once a week? No. Have I eaten cereal in my life? Yeah. So why did somebody make that up? It pissed me off so bad. I'm like, get her on the fucking phone. Because I never said that.
That's so crazy.
I literally never said that.
Well, I'm a firm believer. If you can say it behind my back, you should be able to say it to my face. So I'm like you. If you make up a lie about me, I literally want to sit down and have a talk with you, because I want to really understand. So, the conversation is going to be like, hey, I was talking to blah, 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 blah the other day. And you know what really gets me is when somebody tells you that, oh, I heard this about you, right? And then you say, well, who told you that? And they say, oh, such and such said that, but don't say anything to them. Don't say anything to them. No, I'm gonna say something.
I want to say something.
I'm gonna say
if
something.
It's a lie, I'm gonna say something. So don't come tell me no damn lies.
Like,
don't tell me no lies.
Like, you should. Like, if you got it in your mouth to say it, if you bold enough to say it behind my back, you bold enough to say it to my face.
Listen, we gotta calm down and not let these lies get to us.
Girl.
But it is hard to, those are stupid lies we're talking about. But when people lie on you in the workplace or whatever, it is hard to recover from these lies. So
it definitely is. Your name being tarnished in a business sense is just simply, it's very hard to navigate, because it's like you're doing damage control every single day, and you're having to, I believe that you have to go above and beyond to try to prove those things incorrect without even being able to address them.
And it's just unprofessional. It's ridiculous.
Like, you can't be like, oh, well, I know such and such told you that I'm like blah, 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 but I'm really not like that. Like, you can't even do that, because that's unprofessional. Right. You know what I mean? Well, we done got upset, but we literally got we got 5 minutes left. I think I might have a 5-minute tip for you guys.
I like it.
So now that fall is here, right?
I'm loving it.
You you want to take the time to relax, relate, and release. One thing that I love to do to just kind of relax myself, I love to go and kind of be in nature, right? Because it's not really that hot outside. My husband's looking at me like I'm crazy. But I like to go sit on the back porch
Mm-hmm.
and I like to look at the trees. The trees are very calming. They just kind of move back and forth. And, especially when there's just like a little bit of wind, I'll go out there with my coffee early in the morning before anyone is awake. And I'll just sit there and kind of reflect. And it's not like I'm out there for hours and hours. I might be out there for 5-10 minutes just to kind of get my mental back together, bring me centered, and come on back in. I often do that too. Like in the middle of the day, I might say, hey, I want to go walk. So I might go walk for about 5-10 minutes and come back. It's just a really good way to kind of just relax yourself, relax your mind, like have nothing that you're really thinking about,
Mm-hmm.
nothing that you're trying to do, and just kind of just bring yourself back to center and then come back in. Like
Yeah, I
it's
like it.
it's a really good way to kind of find your like center
Right. Yep.
without having to meditate or
Sit in your own thoughts, and outside could be like really peaceful, especially like in the mornings.
yeah.
Very, very peaceful.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not like I go out there for hours and hours on end or anything, but if I just need kind of like a mental break, I just need kind of a break in my day, I'll go stand out there for a couple of minutes, especially like during the summertime when it's really hot. Um it might be really, really cold on the inside of my house, so I'll go stand out there for a couple of minutes just to kind of warm up.
Mm-hmm.
And just, I'll just be out there. And I'm not doing anything. I'm just out there. And then I'll come back inside. It's like, oh, what were you doing out there? Nothing. I was just out here warming
So
up.
we can take advantage of this fall weather right now.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful outside.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely been getting up in the mornings, and I either go walking or I do sit outside and have my coffee in the morning, and in the evening I sit outside and have my wine.
Well, there you go.
But it is relaxing.
It is relaxing, and I encourage people. Like my husband always talked about having a porch at our house. So if you have the ability to sit out on some type of porch for a minute, or just simply just go outside and just kind of stand at the front door, stand at the back door for a couple of minutes, I think it's a great way to recharge yourself and come back.
I like it.
Yeah. So that's my tip for the day, guys. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can always hit us up at THANGZ at gmail.com. And also, guys, I'm producing a television show. I don't think I ever shared it with you, but it is coming out in 2025, Beechwood Falls. So I will possibly have some of the cast members come on and talk about the project on Tea and Things. So
Nice.
let's stay tuned for that. And again, Lucky Coin, if you got a small business and you're looking to grow it and you're trying to get a little bit extra money in your pocket, you can hit us up and we will share with you how to do that. We appreciate you guys. We love you so much for always tuning in. Check us out next Wednesday for some brand new hot flashing stinking